Do you think this budget is realistic?
Well, the government will tell you that it's realistic, but for people like me, I don't believe in it. I see more of figures playing out than the realization of it. Because look at the level at which you have people wailing in poverty. Where are we today? The last few months when this administration came in, part of the focal area, which I was thinking would be the major, boom, is a three-word cabinet from the president: subsidy is gone. And today we are asking even for the accountability of the subsidy.
What has been saved, right? Or even before the removal?
No, I mean even from June till now.
Yes, what has been saved?
What has been saved? Can we have the figure? What are we investing some of those things in? I think that, in fact, that is like the litmus test, if you ask me, for this administration. To say that, okay, whatever things that you are going to be getting as funds, we heard that within the first 3 months, about 1 trillion was saved. Where have we invested that 1 trillion? There are certain things that may not be visible for every citizen to see, which you start seeing the manifestation of it maybe 2-3 months thereafter. But we have not heard the word. I don't know, maybe I'm not the one in that space. You are journalists, but I'm not here in the space of where some of those investments are actually going. I read in the dailies this morning talking about food scarcity. We're already in the yield-tide period where I doubt, I'm sure you know the cost of what the average citizen eats during this festive period. While we are growing up, the only thing you look out for is that good jollof rice, that will be prepared on Christmas Day. How many people can afford a bag of rice as we speak? The take-home is about 30,000. A bag of rice is costing about 57,000, 58,000. So how are you going to afford that? Even organizations that do give that as takeaway for their staff are already saying that will not be visible. So I'm not more figure this morning when you ask me. It's like, how much of implementation strategy do we have for some of the things we are doing? You have said a lot. In the last 8 years, we've invested a lot of funds on defense. And the same, the new administration is still investing so much. Is to tell us that we have not moved from where we are to where. Because I was thinking that we are going to give priority to infrastructure. Talked about power. I'm sure you know how strategic power is to the development of our economy. A lot of our artisans, a lot of technical people that should have invested so much of their skill in developing that cannot do that because there is no power to do that. They are always doing menial job. A lot of people are actually living the shore of the country. Theo and Kemi, I can tell you, basic thing that people enjoy outside there, one of it, which numerous of my friends I've spoken with, is power supply guarantee outside the shore of this country. You can think straight when there is 24 hours power supply. As far as education is concerned, a child can come in, have the recess and have the guarantee that if I wake up at night, there is going to be power supply for me to read my book and prepare for the exam. For someone who wants to really have a sane, time to prepare, there are some people who enjoy it when they work at night. But can you go ahead and start when in some estates it's actually an offense for you to off on your generator past 12 midnight? And that's the period that for you as an individual, you want to actually, concentrate, strategize on how to put those things. I was expecting that we have so much. But I look at the budget, what we have for infrastructure is about 1 point something trillion, which to me, I consider is not as much as what is expected. But what we heard is that they are consolidating on some of the infrastructure developed, by the last administration. But I feel that Nigerians need one or two things. Area of agriculture. People need to eat first. As we speak, it's becoming a threat to an average middle class to move around. Even the elites themselves are not finding it interesting. A lot of them in Abuja prefers to just stay in Abuja in their own comfort and don't go to their constituency. So if indeed you are actually working to impact an average citizen, then you feel free. But a lot is being invested. A lot of them are buying bulletproof vehicles. If indeed you are actually doing the bits of the citizen, you should be able to walk freely amidst your citizens. Are they not the one that voted you in to go and represent them? So on what premise are you actually looking for bulletproof car to move within your people? Look at security orderlies that go around there. So for me, discussing this budget is not about the figures that we have, because past administration has actually created a lot of trust deficit. We are looking at implementation, and the one indeed that can quickly impact on average citizen in terms of them having a means of livelihood that they can boast of.